These strange and powerful creatures in front of you, they are not human beings, although they look like human beings. They are made of human flesh. Over time, humans have given this terrible creature a new name, caterpillars. On a dark and windy night, Kimu rarely invites his long-cherished goddess out. When he thought happiness was coming, he didn't expect the goddess in his heart to be a monster and eat people. Then he was thrown out. When Kimu looked up at him, his eyes was already reddened. Looking at the monster closing in, Kimu was scared to shrink into a corner, and then he didn't expect it. Behind the woman, there is a thing that looks like a handgun. I have never seen a real bull before. This is hazy, and Kimu was never seen anything as scary as this. He ran away, but the strong pain on his shoulder made him unable to continue walking. He shouted loudly, hoping that someone would come to save him, but for a second he didn't wait for him to react. A handgun directly passed his body. Looking at the scary monster in front of him, Kimu desperately shed tears, but at this moment the steel bar hanging from the top of the building suddenly fell. The weight of the steel bar instantly crushed the wheel below into mud. Kimu, when he woke up again, he found himself in the hospital. The TV was playing the scene where the doctor was being questioned. In order to save Kimu, the doctor transplanted the dead organ on the table to Kimu. But what Kimu didn't expect was that he would no longer be a human at this moment. After returning to school, Jia Hong took him to the best restaurant to celebrate Kimu's discharge. He could see the delicious food in front of him. Kimu found that he was not interested at all. He even felt very nauseous. He tried to take a bite. Back to home at night, Kimu searched through all the food in the fridge. But as soon as he took a bite, a strong nausea hit him. He tried to wash his face in the bathroom to calm down himself. But when he looked up to him, he realized that he was no longer a human being. Because of an ancient, the master has become a top of the food chain. However, at this time, he is still desperate for becoming a food seed. When he saw the pedestrian on the street, his desire to eat people was very stronger. He wanted to try to suppress his desire. Experiencing the smell of body flesh, his panic increased. At this moment, I can eat, I can eat, I can eat. He smelled of blood and snorted down into an alley. When he saw a snowflake, he walked upon this. The young volunteer was whisking about seeing his starvation lobster. He wished to share the lobster, whereas the hungry volunteer was bound to be slain by the lobster. Is this my dining place? Abracadabra, the ominous lobster seeing his territory being looted. The man is ready to kill Kimu without saying a word. At a critical moment, another woman appeared. Was surprised Kimu. Kimu was dead. The woman kicked the man to death with just one move. Then he picked up the arm of the ground and bit it. Kimu saw that woman didn't mean to kneel on the ground, hoping that she could give him some food. But when he saw Kimu being the same weakness as the Melward, the woman threw a kick directly at him. At this time, an old man came from the dark. He took Kimu to the cafe and gave him a cup of hot coffee. The amazing thing is that Kimu didn't feel that disgusting, but he took a sip. In addition to eat human flesh, Melman can also drink coffee. He relieves hunger for the time being, and the purpose of the old man restaurant is to help Melward, who was wandering outside. Kyo found Kimu again and prepared to bring him to his Sanai palace to play.